Alright, Trey, my bad, those fence. Name back over right.
Do you see that, bro? Like,
Oh, my screen's black, that I can't get. Oh.
1 minute left.
I'm to the cap point.
Capturing Bravo.
Fucking, I got fucking impeded.
Turn your monitor back on my
This
butt.
shit is not real, bro. Bro, wait.
you
Wait.
sure you just weren't dead?
Oh no.
I heard that one works. That helps it.
It is so sus,
Did it
bro.
help
that-
it?
that-
Did it
that-
help?
What's going on, YouTube? We're back in it for another one, and this is take two to this intro because when I still got water in my eyes right now, actually, to be honest. But 10 minutes later and a sore throat later, here we are, take two. Because you know when you're laughing at something so hard that you start coughing, and then you start coughing uncontrollably, you can't stop that shit. Yeah, that was me about 10 minutes ago trying to start this video for you guys, man. I couldn't get through it. I couldn't talk, man. I was laughing too hard that I couldn't talk. What you just seen in the intro is just another bug, another glitch, another more cheese, another problem. Let's just call it another problem in a long list of problems with this, and I'm using the air quotes right now, this most advanced Call of Duty we've ever seen in the history of Call of Duty, with 3,000 developers in 3 years and the whole you guys know the line. Just another problem in an already long laundry list of problems that this full price game still has this long after release, backed by a publisher with more money than God. I hope I'm alright to use that clip though, man. I don't even know. I might get hit with a copyright for using that clip. It was a clip that Dexterto shared on Twitter, but I still might get hit with a copyright. I know this dude was swearing in the clip too, man. I don't know. YouTube might demonetize me for that as well too, man. I'm taking chances with using the clip. He also had copyrighted music in there. I don't judge anybody for the music that they listen to or whatever like that there, man. But if I had the power to be able to use whatever music I want, I didn't have to worry about copyright in my streams or whatever, man. I don't know, bro. I'd probably be going with some Iron Maiden, some Guns N' Roses, some AC/DC, switch it up and go with some Tupac, some Eminem, some 50 Cent. I'm all over the place with music, bro. I listen to a little bit of everything, like even country music, man. I know I'm getting sidetracked right now, but even country music, like I would say that's probably the music that I like least is country music. But my girl loves country music, man. She's obsessed with that shit. That's all she wants to listen to, right? And there's a couple of songs I'll listen to. It's like, that's not my go-to though, you know what I mean? When I'm in the truck by myself, man, it's just, I'm listening to what I'm listening to, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I listen to a bit of everything, man. But I'm just saying, like, if I had the freedom to use whatever music I want, I don't know if I'm going with Flow Right. Is that who that was that sings that? I don't know. I know the song. I know some of the words of the song, and I think the song is called "The Club Can't Handle Me" or something like that. That's all I know. I think Flow Rider sings it, but I could be wrong. Man, I'd probably be going with something else. Not that he makes bad music. That's not what I'm saying. It's just I probably would go with something else. But anyways, man, I'm getting too sidetracked. So that clip is this new bug that I've been seeing some big time streamers on the socials talking about in the last few days. I seen some pro players talking about it. I seen FaZe Sensor talking about this. It might have been yesterday or the day before, and he was talking about it because he was worried about a tournament that's coming up that actually I think is today at the time of recording this on Saturday. They got a tournament. I'm pretty sure that clip actually was uploaded by, I think that was a stream from a pro player as well, somebody in FaZe. I can't remember your name at the moment, my bad, bro, if you're seeing this, but it's from a member of FaZe. I'm pretty sure. I just can't remember the person's name, and they're the ones who shared the clip, so I'm pretty sure they're a pro player as well too. And so they got a tournament that's coming up, right? And this is the shit that's going on in this game, bro, just out of nowhere. Like, nothing actually triggers it that I know of. You're playing the game and the screen goes completely fucking black, dude. There's nothing you can do. It's just, as you can see from the clip, there's literally nothing you can do. Everybody else in the game with you, their screen is working fine. They can see everything, no problem. They're killing your ass, but you can't see shit. Are you kidding me? How the fuck, yo, man? The most advanced Call of Duty ever made, bro. More money than God himself. They brag about their billions and fucking billions and billions of dollars that they make during this quarter of this year and this half of this year and all this other nonsense. Talking about how they have more developers than any other studio ever that has ever made video games. And this is what it is, man. A full price game that you add on Warzone to. You got all these expensive ass bundles in there. You make all this fucking money. And this is the nonsense that we're still dealing with at the end of March. And then you see games like God of War Ragnarok. You see games like Elden Ring. Games like Resident Evil 4 Remake. As far as I know, that game's got no problems so far. Everybody seems to really enjoy it. That's what happens when the developers and the publishers actually think about the players, right? Yeah, they're thinking about their bank account, but they're also thinking about the players, so they're putting in some effort. They're putting some soul into their project. And you actually get quality games that people are happy to play, and they're recommending them to other people. Instead, over here at Call of Duty, this is the nonsense that we got to deal with, man. Don't get it twisted. What you seen in that intro, that is not Activision with that problem. That is an Infinity Ward problem. And like, I hate to be a stickler with some people sometimes, man, and I'll see them in the comment section. It's like, you know, they'll drop me a big long comment, and I'm like, I'm agreeing with most of it, but they're blaming the wrong people for certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll blame they'll blame Activision for the red dots not being on the minimap in these new Infinity Ward games. It's like, bro, that's not an Activision call, right? Or they'll blame the developers for skill-based matchmaking. I remember I used to have this dude, right? He would show up on like every second or third video I uploaded, and in every comment for a while there, for months, the same person, he would always blame Treyarch for skill-based matchmaking. And so I corrected him a few times. I'm like, bro, the it's not on Treyarch, man. Listen, dog in the game as much as you want, right? But blaming the developers for skill-based matchmaking, that ain't it. And after a while, I just gave up on trying to. Obviously, he was trolling at that point or whatever, or maybe he just really was that kind of simple about it and just couldn't grasp that it's not the developers that implement it. It's developers that actually create the matchmaking algorithms and shit, but it's not them that want to implement it into the game. Now, these new Infinity Ward games, you know, they make these decisions and they get a little bird chirping in Activision's ear and say, oh, listen, man, this is really good for new and weaker players. We need to have this in our game. We need to have really loud feet, and we need to remove the red dots. That helps newer players. That helps weaker players. See, the vets that have been playing this franchise for years and years and years and years, they rely on the red dots. They got used to the minimap, learned how to read it properly, and they got decent at the game doing that. But now they can't sneak up on anybody either because their feet are so goddamn loud and there's no perk to silence them, man. Activision, you gotta let us do this because it helps out the newer and weaker players. Treyarch fights back on this shit. Treyarch's like, no, man, that's not what makes a Call of Duty game. This is what makes a Call of Duty game. That's why I always have respect for Treyarch, man. It's like Treyarch, they can only do what they can do, right? Activision, they're running the show at the end of the day. But a lot of these dumbass decisions that you're seeing over here in these newer Infinity Ward games are Infinity Ward. Actually, check this screenshot out. We got a screenshot right here of Treyarch exposing Infinity Ward, kind of indirectly, but still exposing Infinity Ward. We got this comment here from D75H, a COD competitive fan, and he asks to put Deddy as a perk, I guess, in ranked. And Treyarch reached back at this person and says, just to set expectations for this kind of request and others like it, we're ultimately not responsible for core gameplay mechanics in Modern Warfare Deuce. This kind of feedback is better shared with Infinity Ward for multiplayer because Infinity Ward runs the show. Infinity Ward is responsible for making these crusty ass, stupid, dumb as fuck decisions in their games, man. These anti-consumer decisions, these decisions that go against the people that have been playing this franchise for years. It's Infinity Ward that is to blame for that. Treyarch is like, you know what this tells me right here, this screenshot? This tells me that Treyarch hears the community out, and we're going to see Dead Silence back as a perk in COD 2024 in their game. But the problem is right now too, Matt, is Activision's got Treyarch just burning it at both ends. Like, they got Treyarch helping with, you know, Vanguard zombies and helping with ranked in Modern Warfare Deuce. Like, they're burning Treyarch the fuck out, man. And it honestly, it makes me worried for any type of hope COD 24 has, man. As much as I do still have some trust in Treyarch, it's like, it's almost like Treyarch is the developer that Activision trusts the most, right? Obviously, we've seen it since, well, Black Ops 1 really, but Black Ops 2, Treyarch really came into their own. And, you know, we've seen Ghost, we've seen Advanced Warfare. Say what you want about those games. I know there's some people who really like them, but in my opinion, they are weaker entries into the series, into the franchise. You know, Treyarch was running the show, man. Treyarch was top dog there for a while with Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. You know, they really showed that they can carry the torch, man, and they can hold this franchise if they're allowed to just do what they gotta do. Now, yes, they have lost some quality people along the way, but they still have the core team there that's capable of putting out a Call of Duty that people find fun, people find enjoyable, people want to play. Treyarch generally makes Call of Duty games that I like to play, man, where these other developers, not so much. Like, you know, you got Sledgehammer Games with World War II after the overhaul. I enjoyed the game. You got Infinity Ward, you know, in the beginning when they had West and Simpella. I loved their games back then. COD 4, Modern Warfare 2. And I enjoyed Modern Warfare 3. But like I said a million times at this point, Modern Warfare 3, out of the classics, and I loved every COD from COD 4 to Black Ops 2. Out of those classic CODs, though, Modern Warfare 3 is the weakest for me. In my opinion, anyways. I know people get offended when you say that, but for me, it was the weakest. And I didn't hate Ghost. I didn't hate Ghost like the community did, but I definitely didn't love it, though. You know what I mean? You know what they could have did with Ghost? Ghost actually had a few things that they did so well in that game. The hit detection was spot on. The perk system was great. The field orders were great. They had a lot of things like that that were great in the game, but a lot of the maps sucked. They were just too big, right? The health was just a little too low. You died a little too quickly in that game, and the streak sucked. All they had to do was just change those three things, and I think people would have seen Ghost as like a top tier COD. But Infinity Ward just, they don't like to listen to the community. And fortunately, Treyarch still does, man. They fight back against Activision. And let's just hope that they do the same with COD 24. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm out.